sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. What a beautiful day. The birds are singing and so am I. What a beautiful day. I'd like to keep this moment for the rest of my life, but I know there'll always be a little toil and strife. What a beautiful day, such a beautiful day.
Hello! Welcome to the Guilty Knitter. Hi! I'm Vivian, a trombonist from Montreal, and this is my colleague Catherine, who has agreed to be on the show. She is a horn player and is currently our second horn player. I'm the second horn player.
That's you.
But she's now playing associate, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year, so that means she plays first on some of the pieces, and then she gets some of the pieces off, which is fun. Not like playing second, which she plays all the time. Wait, I don't think we're quite in the middle here. Let's try.
We are not.
Okay. That's
there we go.
Okay. That's not so bad. So yeah, I'm just going to tell you where you can find me. On Instagram, I am at Guilty Knitter, and on Ravelry, I am the Guilty Knitter, all one word. And Catherine, you are
Horncat.
Horncat on Instagram.
On Ravelry, I'm Horncat, and on Instagram, I'm Horncat, but without the O.
Oh,
so
okay.
HRNCAT, I
okay.
think.
Well, I'll probably put it on the down bar just to be sure.
I'll double check that.
Anyway, so yeah, we've been together as colleagues
10
for
years.
10 years. Oh my God, that's crazy.
It goes fast.
I remember when Catherine auditioned and she came out because it's all behind a screen. For those of you who don't know this stuff. So she came out from behind the screen and I went, oh, another chick in the band.
That's like one of the only things I remember. I get total audition amnesia. Like I forget everything because there's so much adrenaline. But I remember Viv saying that. That's like one of the only things that stuck with me.
And I remember thinking maybe that wasn't appropriate.
It was awesome. I loved it.
Oh good.
Yeah.
In fact, we never talked about that.
We never did. Yeah.
Till this very moment. But yeah, what I really meant was another chick in the brass section is what I really was excited about because I was the only one.
Yeah. Until just recently, there were only just the two of us.
Yeah, and now there's another
Nadia.
horn player, Nadia, and another. Well, Amy plays all the time, even though she's not a full-time member in the trumpet section.
And Rochelle's playing with us.
And Rochelle is playing a lot.
Yeah. So
yeah, we've got quite a good representation now. Not like for many years.
Getting better.
Yeah. So, and I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your previous career in case, people might be interested. Before the orchestra, you were playing elsewhere.
Yeah, I had 2 other orchestra jobs before this. My first job was in the Florida Orchestra. I played there for 1 season, and then I played a season and a half in the San Antonio Symphony, and then I came here.
Yeah. Oh, those are 2 very different climates then.
Very, yes. I had been living in the south of the U.S. for like a solid 5 years when I got the job here, and I remember going home after the audition and looking at my closet and being like, oh no. I didn't own a coat, I didn't have boots, I didn't have gloves, I had nothing. Like I had to buy a whole new wardrobe, and I moved here in January.
Oh my God.
So
you could ease in or
no,
anything.
it wasn't like I started the fall and can buy things as I go. It was like, no, you have to buy all the things now before you move. And
yeah, lovely.
It was really a shock.
Yeah. But it's not like you didn't know about cold weather.
No, I grew up in Cincinnati, so there are 4 seasons. They have all 4 seasons there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But I hadn't been in a real winter like this ever in my life.
Oh, okay, well.
It was a new experience.
But you've embraced it. You do lots of stuff outside. She's also like a marathon runner and whatever. She's an overachiever.
All those things.
Puts the rest of us to shame.
I'm just bad at sitting still.
Yeah, well,
which is why I like knitting, because I can watch TV and not sit still.
Exactly. That's why we like it. I mean, that's one reason I like it too. And it is a relaxing thing to do in between times. So, thank you. Well, I want to show that off in a little bit, but So I was going to ask you about your recent FOs,
Yes.
which
This
is
is
one of them is this beautiful
One of my
sweater.
recent-
Can you
see
see
it?
that? Yeah. Maybe I'll take a couple of like better pictures
Yeah,
after and
okay.
put them in. So yeah, what's it called?
It's called Seacoast.
Seacoast.
Sweater. It's by, I might say it wrong, Joji Locatelli.
Oh, Hohi.
Hohi.
Yeah,
Oh, great,
yeah,
cool.
She's from
Thought I might get that wrong.
Buenos Aires. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like pretty simple.
It's
and,
gorgeous.
And since it's worsted, it went pretty fast. So,
Yeah.
And it's like,
This is, I love this,
I really like it.
this yoke. It's just
Yeah,
really
me too.
simple. Was it easy?
yeah, super
Yeah,
easy.
okay.
It was like, it's like ribbed basically, but then it kind of changes to like there's 2 stitches between, and then there's just
Oh,
one,
that's how
and
she
yeah.
she does the increases.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's really smart.
Yeah, it was super simple, but
And
I like it
yarn
because
is-
I
what's
don't
the
like.
yarn? Is it
It's
eco yarn?
No, I forget the.
It looks a bit like that.
It's called. It was alpaca merino. I remember, but I forget the brand name.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it wasn't one I
lovely
had
yarn.
seen before.
No.
Yeah.
Did you buy it at a Spas?
No, I bought it at Maison Tricoté.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Another one of our wonderful yarn
Local
stores
yarn
here. Yeah, really fun. La Maison Tricoté. And okay, cool. That's very fun. And oh, I have to go and get. I'm gonna pause this for 1 second while I. Okay, I had to run and get my birds of a feather because
You
we
both have
both
one.
have one, and I wanted to show you the difference a gauge makes.
Yes. Oh my God, yours is huge.
Oh God, I just about lost Monty.
Drop the
Hold on
dog.
a second. I'll put it down. I know it's so
Oh my
huge.
God, it's gigantic.
Okay, let's see. Let's get them in the right, sorted out here in the right order.
It's so different.
Okay, is that on the? Got that
This
on
is
the right
the-
side?
I think so. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
No.
No, this is the right side. Isn't it?
Look,
Oh no, you're right.
yeah.
You're right. Sorry. Okay, so you've got that on that. Okay, so look at the size of this thing. I'll get
Like mine's
mine on the
big,
right
but yours
side.
is like twice as big.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but like,
Here, we can both hold it up.
yeah, this is mine. It's like
It does not fit in the frame.
it doesn't fit in the room. It's so big. Do. I remember.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it felt like it took forever.
Yeah.
And so let's see yours.
Same
it's
pattern.
It's a really pretty.
Same size
It's
everything.
so pretty, and you didn't cut it short.
Nope.
No,
Did the whole thing.
Did the whole thing. It's amazing, and it's the similar yarn.
Yeah.
It's just that she was knitting at a much tighter gauge than me,
And it's
and
super
that's
tight.
incredible. And I am I'm a looser knitter, but I think we probably both use the same needle, and
Probably.
you know, because it really gauge doesn't matter that much for shawls. Is what I said to myself.
Yes.
In the end, I think maybe it did matter.
you ended up with like a wearable blanket.
Yeah,
But it's great.
A schlanket,
A
as
schlanket.
Stephen West would say.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just an object lesson for you guys. If ever you have doubts about your gauge, you might want to check it.
I learned that lesson when I made these actually.
Oh
You
yes.
see, they're not exactly the same size.
We've
I don't know
got,
if you
we
can see
got
that. Here,
issues with
that's
the
better.
sun here. Hold on.
I moved it back. It's
Okay.
and like they're pretty close. But when I first made them, I made this one first, and I was like, great, I like it. And then I was like, oh, like it looks like maybe I did the color work a little too tight. It's a little bumpy. Like I'll try to hold it a little looser when I make the second mitten, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and just like
Yeah.
see if it smooths out a little bit. And I made the second mitten, and it was like the size of an oven mitt. And I was like,
And it makes a good oven mitt. Look at it. It looks kind of like
So then I was like, I'll never wear that because it's too big. So I ripped the whole thing out and did it all over again, and then it turned out smaller than the first one.
Oh my gosh. How frustrating.
But it's close enough. I don't
Oh
care.
yeah.
But I wear them all the time.
It's so nice. I love this pattern, the Fiddlehead
too.
Mittens. And I forget who designed it, but I'll put that in the down bar. I made a pair of these years ago, and they started ripping. Like
You're the
they-
one who inspired me to make them.
Oh really? Oh, okay. I didn't remember that. But yeah, the yarn I used, I guess, was not the best. It was kind of
That's too bad.
yeah. Well, yours was in DK, right? Or is it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's okay.
I did mine in a fingering weight, and also I don't even know what yarn it was. The main color was a gift from Erica, and I think she got it somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it may not have been an appropriate yarn for the project. I don't know, but it started to rip. So I ended up basically. I need to frog them because I thought, well, the second one is already kind of wearing out, and I thought, well, I'm not going to remake the same thing when I know it's not going to last. So someday I will make another pair though because
really
they're
like them.
so pretty, and it was a fun knit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this border here. I forget how this is done. Is this
It's an I-cord, and then
okay.
you pick up all the stitches and knit a second mitten.
Right, inside the,
But then
well,
it's the
not
liner.
inside, you do it outside obviously,
Yeah.
but you stick it inside after.
I'm actually doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Currently,
Yeah.
different pattern, but I'm making the liner.
Oh yeah, that
this
is
mitten.
so pretty.
This
See,
one,
I'll
the pattern
put it
didn't
a little
come
closer.
like with a liner, so I'm kind of winging it a little bit on the inside.
Oh,
but
that's
it
good
seems
though.
to be going okay.
Oh, look how beautiful that is. What's the pattern? Do you remember?
It's they're called Shine
Oh yeah,
mittens.
shine mittens, and I love this Latvian braid.
Yeah.
I think
I'd never done that before.
Yeah, I've
It's
done
like
it
a little weird the
once.
first time you do it.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh, it totally makes sense.
It makes sense. You have to almost do the whole thing before you
Yeah.
realize it makes sense. I really like it. And then this is such a great color as the contrast. She's gonna
You
love
don't see
them.
it, but
You
It'll be hiding on the inside
flashes
there.
at you, you know. It's
Yeah.
nice to have.
I like it.
So yeah. And what's the yarn? Just for
Do I
curiosity's
have
sake,
the
do you
thing
remember?
Here? I don't think so. I forget. It was one I hadn't bought before.
Okay.
The inside is the Rowan Kid Silk Haze
Oh yes.
mohair, but I forget what the outside is. I can find it at home and tell you.
Anyway, I've been meaning to make up another pair of mitts because I'm kind of short, but I can't. There's so many beautiful patterns. I can't
There's so many to choose
choose.
from. Yeah. I was glad that like my friend I'm making these for chose a pattern for
Yes,
these. I was like,
yeah,
great,
yeah, yeah.
someone else can decide what they want. I don't have to make a choice.
And it is a great pattern.
I really
so,
like it. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I was gonna make actually Stephanie Earp. Is it Stephanie Earp? No. Yeah, it was Stephanie Earp who designed this pattern, which is the Sanctuary Tee, and I love it. And also she also designed this clock, the Yoga clock, which I won't really talk about today because I did a whole.
And you match with
10.
it.
Oh yes, yes. I have a little thing with certain colors.
So do I.
Anyway, I already did like a little FO video, my very first short video. So you can go back and have a look at that. I won't talk about it really much today, but Stephanie is a local designer and she does all kinds of very cool things. And this was a really fun knit. This is in Sweet Georgia.
That's really nice.
I forget what kind. It's got silk and linen, I think. Silk and linen, I believe. So it makes a nice sort of summery top. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so she did a mitt pattern that I really wanted to make right around Christmas because it had like a Christmas tree on the back and it had like little baubles like
nice.
on the tree. It was super cute. So I bought the pattern, but then I didn't get around to making it. So.
And now it's February.
And now it's February, so that ship has sailed. But I will do it, I hope, next fall for next Christmas to have. Because they're super nice.
Nice.
So yeah, what else have you got? Have you got anything else?
I have my most recently finished shawl here, which
let's have a
is
look.
gigantic. It turned out huge. Even though I knit super tight, this is still how big it turned out.
Wow. It's beautiful.
And
looking
these are the
at
colors
it.
I always end up with.
Yeah. Well, those are gorgeous colors. Those are my colors too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was looking at this at work the other day when you had left it in
Left it on the chair in the dressing room.
In the dressing room. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I really like it.
So this is brioche here.
Yeah, it's brioche and then only for the
And
first half of it, basically.
yeah, okay. And then
So it's like a
and then
fade
garter.
brioche and then a fade and garter.
Oh, it's really nice. Is it Andre Maury?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's What the Fade.
what the fade.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know if I realized that it was in brioche.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to start a shawl too that has brioche, but it's not the same one.
Nice. I've been, I didn't bring it, but I'm working on a hat that's in my like leftover bits of this that's also brioche. So it'll like
Oh, you have that
Okay,
other
there.
beautiful
I have this
hat.
one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite hat.
Oh my god. So nice.
I got like hooked on brioche there for a while.
Totally. This is so pretty. Look. So nice. So it has, you've got increases and decreases, or how does it work? Like,
Yeah.
how do you, yeah.
So like each of these this is like a 4-stitch increase maybe?
Okay.
Or 3, 4, something like that. And then, you know, as you knit them in the next round,
Yeah.
it's like a
It's like a cable.
Yeah.
Okay. Very pretty. Yeah, that's really nice. And it just makes it so, and then you can turn it
It's like
inside
squishy
out,
and
right?
yeah,
If
it's
you really-
reversible. Mhm.
Yeah. Of course, the other side's nicer, but still,
That's still kind of cool.
this is still pretty nice. Very cool. And what do you remember what this is called?
Nope.
I'll try to
I I favorited a whole bunch of brioche hat patterns at the same time, and I forgot what all of them were called because there's just too many to remember.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to remember. The only
Like, oh, I like
reason
that
I
one, I like
try
that
to
one, I like that one,
take
I like that
notes
one.
sometimes is because of this.
Yeah.
You know, doing this process. I feel like I should come up with some information for my viewers. Oftentimes I forget to look till the last minute or the next day or whatever. But
You can always add that in the bottom.
yeah, exactly. I can always add it, and I will. I'll try to add it. All right, so I'll tell you what I'm working on.
Yes,
which is this. This is the
awesome.
Gardengate Sweater, or yeah,
I think I have
Gardengate
that
Sweater.
saved on Ravelry also.
Isn't that pretty?
So nice.
It's yeah, I chose the black particularly because I wanted it to look like wrought iron.
And it does.
And it does. And
That's awesome.
yeah, and then the pink is so beautiful. So the I did write this down. Hold on. It's by Jennifer Steingass. And it's this is Tinda, the pink. So it's a Norwegian yarn. Don't ask me to tell you the name of the company. Oh, it's here, but I can't pronounce it. But here's the label if you want to look it up. Oh yeah, so it's really nice yarn. It's a little scratchy, but I know it'll be fine once I. In fact, even
it
knit
seems
it.
really soft in the
Like
in the
once
sweater,
you
yeah.
once you knit it, it's even softer than it is in the skein.
Oh yeah, like a
Yeah,
lot.
it's crazy.
Wow.
So I know when I block it, it'll come out. I'm a little worried about my tension. Do you see this? It's a little. I don't know why, but just in these areas.
Yeah, it's funny.
So I
Or
don't
it's
know.
like the
I
longer.
might, the longer floats. Yeah.
Mhm. Doesn't look tight on the back at all.
I know it doesn't, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna see it's a tiny bit bumpy there. I think I'm gonna do a steam block before I go any further, just in case I have to rip it back. But if I do a steam block and it still looks pretty puckery,
You'll like
I'll
go back on it.
I guess
Ew.
so. I don't want to, but
Yeah.
I'll see.
I've never done that in the middle of a project.
What?
Like steam block it to see.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I find it helps.
Actually, I've never steam blocked anything ever.
No. Well,
that.
Yeah, I don't do it often, but I got the idea from Espace Tricot, Melissa.
Yeah. Mhm.
She does that throughout her projects.
Interesting.
Yeah, she loves to have it look like it's gonna look like it's gonna,
Yeah.
so she kind of does it as she goes. And I thought, well, that's a good idea because there are certain times when you want to know how something's gonna
Yeah.
be, and steam blocking is not the same as wet blocking. It's not gonna do the exact same thing, but it will give you a good idea. So you just take like a wet cloth and the iron if you don't have a steamer. I don't have a steamer. And just kind of iron it or steam it with a little and yeah. So I'm gonna try that and we'll see what happens. But I'm almost finished the yoke, so I'm hoping that I don't have to rip it back.
Yeah.
I mean, it is fun to do, but quand même, I just want to keep on going. So, and the black yarn here I bought in Buenos Aires when we were there.
Nice.
Yeah, at that store we went to.
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Forgot.
I was probably like running or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like probably seriously trying to train for the next event.
No, I think I was just casually running at that point.
Yeah, I don't know how you would like really train on a tour. It would be really hard.
I did in Europe last year. It was
Oh,
rough. Yeah.
Oh,
It
jeez.
was really I was so glad in the South American tour to be on a tour and not actually training for a race. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, I can barely make it to drag myself to the gym at the hotel.
It's hard. It's
for
hard on
half
tour.
an hour.
It's like
you know?
really tiring.
Yeah, it can be really tiring touring.
But I'm always glad when I do it.
Yeah, it does help. It does help
Yeah.
for sure. I try to at least get some walking in every day.
Yeah,
which
at least
helps.
that's
Yeah.
like easy to
Just,
do on tour.
yeah, and it's nice
And you wanna
because
go
then
see
you
stuff
see
and-
things.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a DK that I bought down there. At this, I mean, there were a bunch of stores. I've probably told this story to you viewers, to you returning viewers, if any. If any. But anyway, we went to this whole street of stores. It was just like, that's where the yarn shops are. So like 4 or 5 of us went down there. And almost every store just had acrylic or cotton.
Yeah,
It's really
saying that.
weird.
Yeah.
So there was this one store that did have some nice wool yarns, and so I picked this up, but it didn't have a label. It was
Oh,
just
that's
like,
nice. That feels really nice.
it's like merino.
Yeah.
100% merino is all it said. So I don't even know if it's superwash or not. I don't know if they could tell me at the store. I don't know how you're supposed to tell.
I have no idea.
I'm just thinking that it is so different, really, from the you know, the feel of the Tinda.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about that, but Françoise at Espace Tricot told me that she thought this would plump up really a lot once, you know, you block it. So it would be okay, because it's a tiny bit thicker if you look at them.
Yeah, a little.
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
So, but she said, oh no problem. So
I mean, it looks great in the pattern.
yeah, it
there.
looks really, really fun. I tried it on, and it seems to fit.
Nice.
I'm just a little worried that the yoke might be a bit deep by the time I'm done, compared to the pattern. But I wonder if I'm thinking of splitting for the sleeves.
I kind of like that look.
Yeah.
The,
well,
like, the
yeah, but you
deeper
don't want
yoke. Yeah, I guess so.
the armpits to be too
That's the
low.
problem,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and follow the you know, if it says whatever it is, 10.5 before you split for the sleeves, I'm gonna just do it then. I think I can probably figure it out, like even if there's a bit of color work to do after.
Yeah.
I don't see why it would be such a problem.
Yeah, you could always just continue it in the sleeve, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I figure. I'm losing my stitches here.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Oh no.
It's okay. Not a big deal. Put my glasses on. So, what else am I? Oh, I'm working on, hold on, just, as you were. We'll just edit this part out.
Carry on.
Okay. So that's that. I will put this away here. And my only other really work in progress, my only other WIP is in my beautiful bag made by my
Love
friend
that bag.
Linda.
Super
Hi,
nice.
Linda. Hi, Linda. Yeah, so I'm making this vest for my son. I was over at Espace Tricot, and Françoise gave me a heart attack by saying it looks a little short. I'm like, what? Well, I mean, I'm not done, right? But
Yeah.
I started the sleeves. Where is it? Yeah, I started the sleeve here, or the armhole here. And he didn't want it super long, so I'm hoping that it's gonna work. I don't know. I mean, I
You'll
thought
find
I
out.
did the pins. I was like, oh, I don't know. I hope it's okay. So, yeah, I'm just kind of it's called Men's Best Vest if you want to look it up on Ravelry, but it's I'm doing some changes. First of all, it's supposed to be knit in pieces, and I'm doing it in the round. So I'm going to steek it here. And I did the pockets the way they said, but look at what I did on the inside of the pocket. I like that. I did a tiny little bit of like copying the cable, because I sort of used it as a sneaky cable, yeah, inside the pocket. But I sort of thought, oh, I might add a cable up here, is what I was thinking, like further up on, like closer to the middle, just like a little, you know, little decorative thing. But finally I got talked out of it. So Linda told me she thought it would make it too busy. So So anyway, on Men's Best Vest, the cables are very different. They're well, they're just regular. I don't know if it's 3 or 4 stitch cables, just like a regular one. I don't know what you call those, but these are just 1 stitch cables. And I took this whole pattern from the Opteca sweater by Isabel Kramer that I did for Erica's sweater.
Oh, nice.
It was Travis's idea. He said, "Oh, I want the same one as Erica. I want to be twins." So I was like,
that's
"Okay,
cute.
fine." That was kind of cute. I mean, it looks kind of small. Do you find it looks a bit small? But he's so thin. I tried it on.
It's a little
and it
small, but I
fits
mean,
me. I mean, it fits me like a little tight, but seriously, he's 3 inches smaller than me.
Oh, that should be
around
fine.
the hips. So I think it should be okay.
Yeah, I would think
And
so.
plus, I figure I can fudge this a little bit when I put in the button band. I can make it a little bit wider.
Yeah.
Although I don't, you don't want a big wide button band.
Right.
That looks kind of weird. So with any luck, it'll be fine. And I'm using this here yarn, Scout by Kilborn Woolens. It's really nice yarn in their blue color.
Blue.
It's blue heather, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice.
So that's that. And so what are you thinking of knitting in upcoming projects?
I haven't decided what my next thing will be. I might do another sweater. I have a couple I've been kind of eyeing for a while.
Yeah.
I haven't done one of those like fun yoke color work ones yet, and I'm like, that's kind of what I'm
Oh yeah.
thinking
for
I might
sure.
aim for next.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
fun.
also such a long project though, because they're all like fingering weight, right? And like takes a long time, but
It does. Yeah.
but I like it. So.
But it keeps you going,
Yeah, these I mean I have to finish the rest of this mitten obviously, and then make the next one. So
Yeah, but
That's
that didn't
the-
take you long. That
No,
took you
this
like a week or something.
this has been pretty fast.
Yeah.
This has been like figuring out the liner of it was a bit of a thing because
Oh yeah.
I was kind of basing it off of the liner from the Fiddlehead pattern, but then I was like showing this to someone and he pointed out to me that like the thumbs are not the same kind of thumb.
Oh.
So what are you gonna do about that on the liner? And I was like, I don't know actually. So I've been kind of like making it up as I go.
Okay.
But I think it's going okay. Like I
Okay.
did some increases for the thumb here and then, put the
Yeah.
stitch on the waist yarn, whatever. So it's kind of based off the outer pattern. of
Yeah,
this
that
one,
makes sense.
which seems like it should be fine.
Yeah.
Now
Did-
I just have to like remember what I did so I can do it again for the second mitten.
Yeah. Write down a couple of notes.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea.
It's been pretty simple, but
Catherine doesn't mind using double points, and if you're a returning viewer, you know how much I hate double points. So it gives me the heebie-jeebies just looking at it. It's like they stick out everywhere.
yeah, they're a little bit like there's a lot of things going on here. They're all stuck in the wrong places right now.
Yeah. And plus, I'm always worried I'm going to lose
Detangled.
one. And
I'm always worried I'm gonna like lose the one that's floating around in my project bag.
Mhm. And I'm sure it does happen.
Yeah,
Every
happened to
once
me
in a
yet.
while. Yeah, not good.
At least not with these, but
Every once in a while, I say I'm going to go back and give it another try. With double point.
what do you do? Do you do like the thumb on?
I do it on a
The
magic
magic
loop or 2 circulars.
Okay, yeah.
2 circulars actually works quite well for a small circumference because you don't need to have. I mean, it doesn't give you so much of a ladder. Like sometimes people have trouble with ladders.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one reason I hated the double points is because
I definitely have ladders on the liner of this, but you're not going to see it. So
Yeah, you're not going to see it. That's
yeah,
okay.
I'm not too worried about it. But on the outside, it turned out just fine.
Yeah,
and
don't see it.
I used double points for the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a matter of getting used to it.
Yeah.
It's like anything. People hate. I know people who hate magic loop. So
I still haven't actually learned to do
Yeah.
magic loop.
yeah,
I feel like I should.
there's definitely things I don't like about magic loop, but if you don't have a really flexible cable, it's a real problem.
Well, for these, that's one of the reasons I'm doing these on double points is because I don't have
Small enough cable.
small enough.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have small enough needles for my. I have an interchangeable set, but
Okay.
it doesn't go down this far to this.
Oh, okay.
And actually, with this pattern called for 2mm, like size 0 needles, and I started it on those, and it was like tiny. I was like, this is not gonna work. So then I like frogged the whole thing and started over again on like needles that were like 3 sizes bigger.
A 2mm needle is like
I think if you have a really loose gauge, it probably would have worked, but like I definitely don't.
I don't. But it's like knitting with toothpicks.
Oh my god, they're so small.
I
So
have.
small.
I have done actually my socks that I'm currently knitting. I think I'm doing on 2mm. Okay, as usual.
Okay, we're back.
We're back. Let's just move on without a comment. Like it's my camera. I don't know. So yeah. I am using 2mm for these socks that I'm making because the socks that I started off making socks on 2.75 needles, which is way too big really, unless you're a very tight knitter maybe, but 2.75 does not make doesn't make a firm enough gauge for socks to be sturdy. Yeah. Which is what I found this out, by experience and by learning from other people. That's why all my earlier socks have gotten big holes in them. So
that makes sense.
I'm trying to, but then there's a bit of a learning curve because I used to always knit my socks on like 56 stitches, which is not very much. Most people do at least 60, 64. So, but that was because I was on 2.75 needles, right? Yeah. So I went up to 60 for the last one, but I'm on 2. So they're kind of, now they're a bit tight, but next time I maybe would go up to 64. I'm not much of a sock knitter anymore. I'm not as into it. Like I'll knit.
You were knitting a lot of socks for a while.
I was, yeah. But I'm just like, nah.
Over it.
It's depressing, They get holes in them. You're like,
you can walk on these.
Yeah. And although my husband loves the socks I've made him, so I might make him another pair eventually because some of his are now on the fritz. I don't know. Yeah, so those are my projects, but I'm planning on making the Big Spite shawl. I just have this yarn. I'll show you a picture of it. It's a bit. It reminds me a bit of the one you did because. Yeah, and this is the other yarn it's gonna go with.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's really fun. I won these two on one of those Instagram giveaways. I think.
Amazing! I've never won one of those things.
I know. I was really thrilled. I mean, it's really nice yarn. It's merino and silk, mulberry silk. So let's see now. I'm gonna find that shawl pattern, which where is it? Here it is. See?
Ooh,
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
So there it is by Vera Velmaki. And she just loves stripes of all descriptions and short rows.
Cool. I really like that.
I love this part.
Yep.
And I think it'll look really nice in the colors I've chosen.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and I think it's just gonna be fun. Like I want to be entertained. I'm not gonna do a freaking garter stitch shawl. No, not only garter stitch. I like garter stitch within reason, but anyway, this is what I love about this is there's a sheen to it with that silk in there. Anyway, so this too will have that when and this I just bought yesterday at Espace Tricot. I like that. Up the road from me. Yeah. So that's
I could not live as close to that store as you do. I would be in so much trouble.
One has to learn.
Yes.
Forbearance. Let's see now. This is 100% merino. Skinny singles in their plump colorway. Is that what that says?
That is what that says.
Huh. Unless it's maybe. Oh yeah, it is. It's plump. Look at that. It's written here too. I don't know why it's called plump, but there you go.
Good.
Anyway, I obviously have a thing for raspberry, which is
like
really
practically the same color as your
so
sweater.
Similar. Like hello.
And like these blues are sort of almost the same as the vest.
I didn't choose these though. That's the funny part.
That is funny.
Oh no, that's not true. I did have a choice between 3 different pairs, I think. So yeah, I did choose these. I lied.
So yes.
Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. But like,
it looks fun. Yep.
Yeah. But I'm also planning on knitting a sweater for my son's girlfriend, Allison.
Nice. Which one?
Well, it's funny you should ask.
Yes.
I haven't bought the pattern yet. And actually, I haven't quite got it down. I haven't. We are discussing what it's going to be because I want to do one of Jennifer Beal's patterns. She's a Newfoundland. She's a Newfoundland designer, and I just think her stuff is so cool. A lot of it is kind of out there, you know, or like different.
Oh, that's fun.
Isn't that beautiful? So this is one I'm considering.
Really cool. Yeah.
It's called Joe Bat's Arm. If you watch the Fleece and Harmony podcast,
Oh wow, I really like that.
Isn't
That's
it
super cool.
Oh my god! But the thing
That looks
is,
super fun
I
to
thought
make,
about
too.
making it for myself, but I'm not crazy. I'm not sure this would look good on me. That high neckline.
High necklines, they
generally
drive me
don't.
crazy. Like I end up like
Yeah.
pulling on them all the time. That's why I made this one with like the huge like open neckline.
Yeah, I
Like,
prefer that too. And I
Yeah.
find it looks better on me as well.
Yeah,
But I offered to.
That's
I
so
thought,
cool.
you know, first of all, she's half my size, so it'll make it much faster. There's another version of it
That's
in a
cool.
gray.
I like it.
I don't know if you can see that very well, but
There you go. Yeah.
there we go. Anyway, it's gorgeous.
So cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen one like that. It's
And-
really interesting.
And here's another one that it's between these two, I think, really. I can't decide. Isn't
That looks fun, too.
gorgeous?
Yeah.
Ah. So you do like lace down the sleeves and then all this color work on the body.
It's so cool.
Oh man. But you know what? 15 colors.
Whoa.
So I'm like,
That's a lot.
you pretty much have to buy this Jameson's of Shetland. I mean, you probably don't have to, but I would just buy those
Yeah.
colors. Like, I'm not going to try and find 15 colors that go together.
So many colors.
I don't think I could do it. But you see this side view. You see this gorgeous,
Oh wow. Yeah.
this
It's
kind
super
of cool
cool.
panel down the side. So I figure maybe I'll make Joe Bat's Arm for Allison and then eventually make this one for myself. Because I think I could wear this.
Oh yeah. Totally. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, she's got a ton of different ones. This one is also very cool, but it's a big Aran weight sweater, or even chunkier. Aran, I guess. Slow internet.
Oh, that's fun.
It's kinda
It has
neat.
Pockets.
Yeah, they're pockets.
It has pockets.
Yeah, this one of the Fleece and Harmony women made this one. I don't remember their names, Jennifer and I forget the other one. Anyway, and she loved it. She said it was one of the best, most fun knits she ever did, and it was fast.
Yeah.
And then the other
That's cool.
woman from that same podcast made the Joe Bat's Arm, and it was not fast. It took her a while. But the Terra Nova one with all the colors,
Yeah.
is it's in fingering weight.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one's DK, so it wouldn't be so bad.
At least it's like color work, so it doesn't get monotonous.
It's not going to be boring.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm kind of leery of things that are just, you know, even just doing the back of this.
Yeah.
I do like 3 rows at a time, you know.
Okay, put it away.
Yeah. And then I go back and I work on my color work over here, you know. I will get it done, but it's not exactly flying off my needles.
It's come a long way though.
It has. It's coming
You
on.
haven't been doing it that long.
And thank goodness I've got the front has that has the cable on it, because that,
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't have something like that to look forward to at the end of the row.
Yeah, for sure. Like when I did this one, it was like, even the yoke is like pretty simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's enough interest that you're doing something, but then like the entire rest of the sweater is just...
Yeah, just stockinette, but it's in the round.
Yeah, it's in the round.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
it was, I mean,
Yeah.
at least it's worsted, so it went pretty fast, but like,
Yeah.
that's the whole sweater.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. It was like
I know, well, the
a really
thing
like
is
rewarding knit still
that's
because it
the
goes fast
problem.
enough, you know?
Is that those kind of sweaters are so wearable.
Yeah,
And they're so great to have.
definitely. Yeah.
And I've made a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I wear them. I love them. But to actually make them is another thing. I always want to be learning something new, or you know,
Yeah.
just doing something different. So yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, we're both drinking tea, by the way, out of Guilty Knitter mugs. And I'm going to
Here's the
give
other
one
side.
to Catherine for being on my podcast.
Cheers.
You probably, I mean, I feel like an idiot when the fact that I have merch.
I think it's awesome.
kind of
These are
hilarious.
great.
But really, if it wasn't
love
for
this.
my niece who designed
this is
this,
amazing.
Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she just like
So
great?
cool.
She's such a great artist. I'm so thrilled. Anyway, when she came up with this logo, I was like, well, I have to get merch. Like she did everything because she has a site where she already was selling her merchandise that way. So it was super easy.
Really
I
cool.
didn't have to do anything, and she gets all the profit. Like if you buy anything from that site, I don't take it. I mean, she did all the work, so
It's really cool. I
Anyway,
really like it.
It's so fun, right? Little Monty, my trombone. You see the trombone on the
What's the trombone? Oh, I didn't see that before. Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
and the notes that are on my earrings.
Oh, geez, I've never seen it like this close before. I've just seen it from far away.
Yeah.
I love it. That's so awesome. I want my own
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah, I'm just
Someone to make me a
contact my
logo.
niece. The funny thing is, this is the other thing. Like, okay, Catherine's the same age as my daughter. We have the same hair. We're the same height.
We both play brass instruments.
It's kind of weird.
It's funny.
It's pretty funny. We could have been completely different individuals. Like I could be half your size, but no.
But no.
I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's great.
So anyway, I guess that's it for today. Have we covered everything? I think so.
I think so. All the things I brought.
Well, thanks so much for being on.
Thanks for having me.
And this was a lot of fun.
This was really fun.
And so much easier with another person in there.
Yeah, I bet.
It's fun to be talking to someone else and not just myself or the audience.
Talking to the camera.
Anyway, if you like this episode, please press like and subscribe. And go to my website, go to Ravelry. I have a page for the podcast that you can introduce yourself. Questions, comments are welcome below here, below the screen there, or on Ravelry or Instagram, whatever. See you next time. Happy knitting. Bye.
Bye.